MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Detroit hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Spencer Turnbull gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Striding in, Jackie Bradley Jr. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff or he's in for a long day.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Stewart arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Batting second, the first baseman.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now the 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mitch Moreland is the second out of the opening frame. Digging in now, Jose Peraza. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Heading out towards shallow right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, he's just off the league lead in the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. The 1-1 home. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. Red Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Standing in, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
Now here's the pitch.
Right hand. 1-0.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff, and I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of havoc. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night, rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get stuff thrown down their throat right at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee. Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Reyes aboard here at first with nobody out. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Pilar is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Miguel.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Bradley is there now, and he has it 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
In now, C.J. Cron. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Sale sets. Here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Cron is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. 1-1 the count now. Runner on first with 2 away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Tigers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning at Comerica Park with no score. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
You know, Matty, when I think of this guy, I think of damage. You're the league leaders in RBIs as well, D-Row.
That's the stat that I think gets overlooked so much in today's game. I remember back to Chipper Jones. He used to say, how many biscuits can you put in the basket? Runs and ribbies. And he certainly has a knack for being able to drive in that big run.
Ball, no strikes the count. Here it comes, 1-0.
2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stewart arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Batting six, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
レイズも負けてほしいんですけど、なかなか負けよらんですな、やっぱ。
And he fouls this one off.
吉野家のやつを20個くらいから気持ち悪くなりますわ。これもしんどいのに。
Line drive to center field and gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Now at the plate, C.J. Chatham, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Chatham has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
So far on the year, Chatham is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now the 2-0 home.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Here it is, the 3-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Uh,
3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Batting 8, the right fielder, number 5.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Pillar. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. From the belt, the pitch, and a high strike to begin the at bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
First and second now, one man out. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
In the dirt. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So digging in now, Christian Vasquez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
He's not having his best outing in this one. I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
結構昔から変わった審判やとか言われてたみたい。ベテラン審判らしいんですけど、なんか判定がこれおかしいやろみたいな。どこに飛んねんとかね。
Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Tigers 0. Last half of the second set to go, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate. First pitch on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel. every time he takes the outfield, has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
Stepping in now, Jake Rogers.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
村はありせんかな。村不足。
The 1-0. Fouled away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
外れてるんですよね。
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail 1-0.
注意入りましたよ、鈴木さん。
Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
繁殖するか。
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
ははは。それは入らないですよね。
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here comes the first pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, a full count now. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 1-1. 2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
One gone here in the Boston third. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Martinez swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Lined hard to the left side. This is a foul ball. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Three and 2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. First pitch coming. Here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rafael Devers. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Devers, right field and carrying well. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Into the box,
いやー、
C.J.
これで
Chatham,
また
and the
5点
starter
差になりま
remains
した。
out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it.
これ
Strike
でだい
one.
ぶ楽ですな。
4 runs here in this half inning. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
ライト
Boy,
の出
D-Roll,
ました
that。looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
So now to the plate,
セカンド
Kevin
間に合う
Pillar.
か。
And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Two and one, the count to Pillar.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
To 2 and 2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Takes this the other way to right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after
ナイ
this.
ス滑りで取りました。
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
だいぶでも本
Hey,
来
either
の
this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Skied into straightaway right. Pillar's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department.
伸ばしたい。
Digging in, Travis Demeritte. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Demeritte, a 25-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Hard hit ball to second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he is in there.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
やられた村が多いですか。この男すごいです。そのまま3塁まで行きましたよ。止まることなく。
Digging in, Victor Reyes drew a base on balls his first time up. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. They'll try it again. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Peraza ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in, Harold Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sale sets. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Men on third with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Wackney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bo Burrows answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. All set for the start of the 4th. From the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
スナイパーの配信。
Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. Jackie Bradley Jr. has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
佐藤君こんにちは。
In now, Mitch Moreland.
The first baseman.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. It was a walk in his last trip.
Off
the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
シンさんスナイパーの配信してますよ。
7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
はーい。
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up and in for ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. 2 balls and a strike. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Drilled on the ground is short. And that's through. A base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 8-0. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Count even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. You just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hard hit to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Pilar moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman.
Well, that'll bring up C.J. Cron, who was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bradley is there, 2 gone.
The second baseman.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ronnie Garcia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Ronnie Garcia.
Digging in and looking for more, C.J. Chatham. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Ball 2.
Inside, ball 2.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. Why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pilar.
Striding in once again, Kevin Pilar. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way.
0-1.
1 out, nobody on. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez pulls this one in the air out to left. Stewart will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Jake Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Up and the 0-2 pitch on a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
At the plate now, Kristen Stewart, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2-2.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, J. Hurd. Candelario.
Now in the box, Jeimer Candelario. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sales ready. Here's his offering.
Ball one.
Candelario stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. On the ground to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still 8-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And there's the first strike. 2-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Count remains 2-2. Now here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2, but that'll be off the wall in right center, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home. Rocket to third. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. This one's down to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Tigers nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Demeritte will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, and they've been completely overmatched at this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Stepping in now, Victor Reyes. Line towards center field. Bradley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Harold.
Stepping up now, Harold Castro. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. all set for the start of the inning, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, C.J. Chatham is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 2-2.
Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Still even at 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
So striding forward now, Christian Vasquez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
At the ball.
And that misses, ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Fastball well outside.
このまま負けてくれるとありがたい。
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Bradley is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, CJ Cron.
So here's the cleanup hitter, CJ Cron. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Hit to short. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. First pitch on its way.
Well,
bases are empty here with 2 men out.
nope.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 9-0. Gregory Soto comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Gregory Soto.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Leading off for Boston, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bradley waits on the 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
1-2, here it comes. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Now at the plate, Jake Rogers. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Hey.
3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
In now, Kristen Stewart. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Sale has his target. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Skied into very shallow right. Pilar is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
まあ、一応1人だけ準備しときましょうか。3.84。この人だけ準備して。
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
39号。
It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. Home run number 39 on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Man, I love that AB right there. He rushed him in with the pitch before. You would think maybe he would leak a little bit, cheat to the inside half of the plate. Not the case. Kept his shoulder square, stayed on that pitch middle away, and was able to drive it out of the yard.
So now to the plate, Rafael Devers. As he'll take a look at ball 1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-1.
2 balls and a strike now. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Settling in now, C.J. Chatham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's the Red Sox 10 and the Tigers nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Travis Demeritte, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Kevin Plawecki is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Kevin Plawecki.
Andrew Benintendi is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 16, Andrew Benintendi.
Alex Verdugo is into the ballgame as well as he takes over out in right.
Now playing right field, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Jonathan Arauz is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Jonathan Arauz.
Bobby Dalbec will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Number 29, Bobby Dalbec.
じゃあ、とりあえず準備はしておいて、待機化しながら、あとは完封を目指して。
Here's the first pitch to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
これはやばいな。この人もよう投げましたわ。今までここに打たれとったからね。
Hard on the ground toward short, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, one gun.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder.
ヤンキースは勝ちますな、これは。
Right hand.
はい、レイズもなんか今9回負けてたみたいだから、このまま負ける可能性出てきました。
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB.
Wow.
He hit that ball on the screws.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Harold Castro is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
あと1人。
Now batter, the designated
これ
hitter.
でレイズも負けてくれてるんで、 たいやか
Plate
ら、
now is the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
From the stretch.
No, that's down.
ボークボーク。これで多分次の試合でも
Now the 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 10-0, the final shutout score in this one. Boston took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Sale earns a league-best 20th win and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Spencer Turnbull takes his 17th loss of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 10 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
薬物使用で逮捕。まあでも打線もよう打ったからね。これでまた連勝も伸びつつ、20勝達成で完封勝ちで首位になっている可能性ありです。寝るか、寝る時間ですか。腹が減ってきましたな。マクドでも頼みましょうかね。これで待望の20勝達成ですね。2安打ですね。これで5連勝ですな。で、ヤンキースは勝ったけども、レイズが負けると。シンさん、お疲れ様です。 完封勝利しましたよ。20勝達成ですよ。で、おまけにレイズが負けたから、待望の首位になりましたよ。ようやく久しぶりの首位ですよ、これ。8月30日でやっと首位になりましたよ。まだ 0.5 差あるんですけどね。いつひっくり返るかわからんすけど。ようやくですよね。あとはなんとか首位を維持できたら、一番いいんですけどね。次はちょうどまたヤンキース3連戦ですね。さあ、終わりますか。腹減りましたね。いやー、でもこの連勝してそのままヤンキースはいい感じですね。5連勝ですもんね。さあ、では、お疲れ様でした。